For real though, we gotta talk about dental health. Having cavities isn't cool. Hey friends, welcome to Adulting with Esther, the show where we talk about the things that you don't learn in school. I'm Esther, and today we're going to be talking about dental health, specifically how to stop getting cavities forever and ever. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below so you'll be alerted when we post new videos. Everything that I reference in this video will be listed down in the description. Just click that little button and you'll see everything. It's all hyperlinked just for your convenience. And in this video, we're going to cover the steps that you need to take in order to make sure that you don't get any cavities anymore. We're going to talk about proper brushing techniques. We're going to talk about flossing techniques. And then we're going to talk about rinsing techniques. I'm also going to recommend to you some of my favorite products that are totally affordable and totally reasonable so that you can avoid getting your teeth drilled next time you go to the dentist. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I make my Sonicare toothbrush a little bit more affordable. Okay, so first things first, we all know you need to brush your teeth. A good toothbrush is literally the foundation of proper dental hygiene. Really, you need to be brushing at least twice a day. If you're really neurotic about it, you should brush after every single meal. I don't do that, and I also don't get cavities, so I don't recommend it. But here's what I do. I swish with water after I eat, and I swish with water after I drink coffee. The reason I do this is because coffee actually stains your teeth, and you need to rinse off that residue that it's leaving on your teeth that's going to ultimately, eat at the enamel or just leave brown stains. If you don't want brown stains, rinse your teeth with water after you drink your coffee or your tea. Now, the toothbrush that I recommend for brushing your teeth is the same one that your dentist is probably going to recommend, a Sonicare. I've been using Sonicare since I was 8 years old, and I've only gotten cavities once, and that's because I was in college and I kind of stopped brushing my teeth and going to the dentist. Bad life choices. But let's focus on the now. I haven't got cavities in almost 9 years. And the reason is I use this toothbrush. Now you can use other mechanical toothbrushes as well, but these ones really get the job done. You see, they vibrate, and isn't that just a fun sound? We all love that. And look at that. Look at that. Woo, we're busting. Okay. So the whole deal here when you're brushing your teeth is that you want to make sure you cover all the surfaces. You want to make sure you get the front of all your teeth. You want to make sure you get the sides all the way back in there. And the other side. And then you want to get the eating surfaces. Sorry, I just ate a brownie. And you also want to get the inside of your teeth. You've got about 16 teeth surfaces that you need to cover. You've got the outsides, 1, 2, the flat parts, 3, 4, and then the insides, 5, 6, 6, and 12. And this is just the sides. In the front and the bottom, you've got the front and back of both. You need to brush all of them. And if you get a Sonicare, what's cool is they buzz the whole time and they'll turn off automatically. They'll turn off automatically when you're done, which should be about 2 minutes. If you're brushing for less than 2 minutes and you're using a standard toothbrush, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're not brushing all your teeth and getting all the plaque and germs out of it, and that can lead to really bad things, worse than cavities, like root canals, or having to get your teeth pulled out entirely, or having to get dentures. I don't think you want to do that. I don't want to do that. If that's not motivating enough for you, avoiding cavities is a lot more affordable than getting cavities. But I digress. Another brushing tip is that you want to make sure when you're brushing your teeth, again, you're focusing on the teeth, not your gums. In fact, you really want to start right in here. Don't go any higher and don't go any lower. Going any higher or lower is going to cause your gums to recede, which can actually lead to major tooth pain. Because what's going to happen is your roots are going to be exposed. If you push the gums back, your roots of your teeth will be exposed, and you can actually see them. It's kind of scary. It just looks like this little white edge down there, and if you poke it, it hurts. And that's usually what happens at the dentist because they got to get close because you've been brushing poorly, and now your roots are exposed, but you don't clean your teeth that well, so they have to. And it's bad, and it hurts. So you can also prevent a painful dentist visit just by, again, taking care of your own teeth. Oh, and hey, if you're getting value out of this video so far, hit that like button. So the second part to any good dental routine is going to be dental floss. This is the floss that I like to use, but honestly, most of the time I just buy whatever's on sale. I do like to make sure I get the stuff that's a little more plasticky so it doesn't stick into my teeth a whole awful lot. Now, you don't have to pull out a ridiculous amount, and if you're like me, maybe you just ran out of it. But that's okay, honestly. This is a little short, but it's enough. The big deal here is that you need to wrap it around your fingers, And what you're really trying to do here is you're scraping each of the sides of your teeth. If this is my two teeth, right? They're touching, and then this is the space in the middle where there's the gum. I'm taking the floss and I'm rubbing it up against the side of the tooth. And then while the floss is still in there, when I'm coming down on the other side, boom, I rub down on the other side of the tooth. I'm not just popping the floss up and down, I'm also not putting it against my gums at all. If your gums are bleeding, there's two reasons that could be happening. One, you haven't flossed in a while and your gums do need to build up some resistance. Think about like walking outside barefoot on the sidewalk after a whole winter of wearing shoes. It kind of hurts a bit, but after a week you're usually fine. The second reason that your gums might be bleeding, it could be because you're being too aggressive. Again, you're trying to floss your teeth, not your gums. In fact, stay away from your gums. Seriously though, you do need to do it every night. You want to brush first and then you floss. You get a good floss, go through, start at the top, zone out. Honestly, my favorite bathroom routine is I listen to audiobooks. Told you I like Audible, you know I like Audible. Listen to an audiobook while you brush your teeth and it really isn't that bad. And then do it again while you floss your teeth. Part 3, fluoride rinse. Okay, now here's the part that honestly, during college, even growing up as a kid, I was so against it. In my mind, this was just another step that wasn't really gonna help anything. Or if I had already had like some kind of bad dental habits, this wouldn't fix it. Well, honestly, there was a dental hygienist that finally leveled with me. And it's kind of changed my life. It's definitely changed my dental habits, if nothing else. She told me that the fluoride rinse, boom, see, fluoride, boom. She told me that fluoride rinse not only prevents future cavities, but it can also stop cavities. Like if you've got a really tiny little gray spot and the dentist is like, we want to watch this spot, we're not entirely sure what's going to happen here, but it could turn into a cavity. It can be really disheartening because you're like, why should I try? I already know I've got a cavity coming. Well, I am giving you my testimony. I did this. Get some fluoride rinse, do this dental routine that I'm telling you, and it will make your cavity go away. If it's a little guy that they said they're just watching. Because 6 months later when I went back to the dentist, after religiously doing this routine, the cavities were gone. Completely. And truthfully, since then I haven't had another cavity. Ever. And honestly, some days I don't even do this because I'm a human and I make mistakes. Oops. So fluoride rinse can actually get kind of expensive, and my husband and I have found that the Dollar Tree sells this stuff. Honestly, the bubblegum flavor is truly my least favorite, but it's the one that's only $1 and it's got fluoride. If you're using one like Listerine or any other dental rinse, that's cool and all, and it's gonna like make you get rid of bad breath. This isn't for bad breath. This video is not about killing bad breath. This video is about getting rid of cavities. Fluoride will help cavities that are starting to develop go away, and it will majorly prevent any future cavities. And it's only $1. So this is the dental routine that I highly suggest that all of you adopt. No, I'm not a doctor or a dentist or a dental hygienist, but what I have done is gone to see one almost every 6 months for most of my life. And once I finally started taking their advice, I realized how valuable it was. And it seems like it's my civic duty to pass it on to you. Okay, so we made it to the end of the video, and I was going to tell you how to make my Sonicare toothbrush a little bit more affordable. Honestly, the deal with all these things, kind of like, you know, the subscription services like Disney Plus and all these other things, is the replacement stuff. The head, right? Like this little thing on the end, you have to replace this. And truthfully, you're supposed to replace it when the blue, you know, gets down to the edge like that. Eventually that was on the end. So I'm going to model for you what replacing a dental head looks like. Now I want you to notice something. That doesn't say Sonicare. That says something else. And that's totally okay. You see, other companies have realized that they need to make a generic brand of toothbrush head replacement. So here it is, and brand new. And you can tell that the blue goes all the way to the head, which is exactly what we want to see. So all I gotta do is pop that off. I like to keep the caps for when I travel, or like if you keep your toothbrush on the counter, did you know that your toilet sprays water like up to 6 feet? I mean, I don't know what you flush down your toilet, but if you flush what I flush, chances are you don't put that on your toothbrush. And so here's my new head. My new toothbrush. These come in like 10 packs, 12 packs. Again, everything I mentioned in this video is down in the description. But they are significantly more affordable than the Sonicare heads. Now, I do highly recommend that you go with a Sonicare toothbrush because there's a major quality difference. Even the Oral-B ones, they're okay, but not as good. They spin in a circle, and the spinning in a circle doesn't clean all the edges as well as the back and forth agitation does. I know, because I've tried it, and I got cavities. So, to use a Sonicare, this is the little chargers that they come with. You just sit it on the base, and it'll light up. Mine's not plugged in, so it's not going to light up, but it is literally that easy. I only have to charge mine like once a week or so, so what's really neat is when I travel, I just pop the head off and I just put it in my bag like that. It's super small, it's super lightweight, I can carry it with me anywhere, and it's not a really big deal. But what is a big deal is that when I go to the dentist, all I have to pay is my copay, which is like 20 bucks. I don't have to pay for fillings or root canals or bridges or crowns or any of those other things that are really expensive and really painful and wear down the life of your teeth and your mouth. And if you're anything like me, you want to eat food and you need food to live, and I want to live for a really long time. And in order to live the best life that I've got going on, I'm going to do that by taking care of my teeth. And hey, friends, if you got value out of this video today, make sure you click that like button so we know you enjoyed it. And hey, type this secret word down in the comments so we know you made it this far. I'm Esther Page with Adulting with Esther. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoy your new Sonicare toothbrush, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.